I feel like this is the moment where they're just going to be like, all right, guys, we have to focus up and we have to win this out so that we don't really embarrass ourselves in front of these guys. But Zero Ground has been putting on a lot of effort. And every time that they've actually won a round, or, I mean, the last map to be exact, it was just a 20-point differential. It was just so neck to neck. You never know what's going to happen. But maybe this time we'll see that one more time with the action already unfolding in front of us in the first point.
Hop getting taken down with a wallbang there from Nate Jake to start things off. Irrational with 2 kills. In comes Logic, finding Lazen. So already the man, the myth, the legend, the boogeyman for Vivid Obsidian. We've already uttered his name, but in come the boys in blue. Vizsla finding 2 kills with the Famus, and that will see Vivid Obsidian getting this point ticking in their favor. This is a bit of a point that doesn't really favor the scope here. That's why you can see Logic just struggling a little bit. He does find 2 though. Make me eat my words. Vizsla coming through though, and Logic bullies Vivid Obsidian off this point. Irrational's there to provide support. 19 seconds remaining, but Lazen just sweeping across here with that SMG, finds 2 kills for himself, and Vivid Obsidian once again, there's a real seesaw point here, tit-for-tat style gameplay. They're just trading themselves up here, trading the point across in the process as well. Wingman with the LMG manages to take down Logic. In comes Lazen. Nobody's on this point here though, and now finally it will be Vivid Obsidian in the closing stages, but Zero Ground already set up on the next one.
And they are stacking up on these points, but also the push is already happening. Irrational left in a 1v1 situation with Lazarn, and he does get it at the end there, but he is going to be very low on HP. He's just going to be holding off for any pushes, potentially. Vizsला's going to be at low HP. Nate also coming around, finding 1, and it's off to Jameems to try to clutch it out, but he can't find anything. Lazarn getting a 2-piece, though, to still continue to keep this point alive. I mean, the point differential isn't too much here, but it's still something to be wary about as Logic coming through with 2. Wingman getting the trade, though, and Lazarn also finding 2, but Irrational having the last say onto the point here with 24 seconds left. And now Zero Ground is going to be all over the side once again, and Logic with the sniper in hand. He's going to put Wingman down low, and that's going to give him enough time to actually take him down. And it's going to be a 1v2 situation for Irrational. Can't find it at the end, though. He's going to find one. Vizsla coming through with the last say. 9 seconds left, and the pre-fires are already happening here, and the pushes are going to be happening once again, and Lazarus is still going to be on the point, and it's still going to be Vivid Obsidian going for a full stack here as Zero Ground is going to the next point.
Bit of a low-scoring game here. You can just see these teams just struggling a little bit with Lumber. Jameems finds 2, but Vizsla finds 3. Anything you can do, I can do better, he says. Logic tries to jump across their spots. Vizsla over towards the left-hand side of the barn, and it will be Vizsla taking down Logic, dishing him a little bit of his own medicine there, but in come the boys from Zero Ground. They're behind here, but not for long if they have anything to say about it. 650 still ticking in their favor, but Vizsla with a nice little pick on entry coming through there. Very, very smooth indeed. Irrational holding off to the side here. Does take down Wingman, but Lazen is a force to be reckoned with that SMG. Now Vivid Obsidian just start to look like they're causing problems here for Zero Ground. You can see Wingman and Lazen this time, once again, getting themselves in on the action, but in comes Jameems, taking down Lazen. Vivid Obsidian still in control of the point though. 7 seconds remaining before we get into the final stage. Nate Jake will find Lazen, and in comes Zero Ground. Have they taken control of this point? No, because Wingman is there. Vizsla off to the side. Now Zero Ground have got work to do.
400-point differential. All it takes for Zero Ground is to stack on the point altogether for only 10 seconds. But it seems like Vivid Obsidian is already a step ahead of them by just already being on the point here. Jameems taking a desperate approach here. Gonna try to find 1, but he's gonna be taken down. Logic coming through, finding 2. Can he find the 3rd? This is gonna be very low on HP, but he can't find it at the end there. And Jacob's gonna be trailing right behind, but it's gonna be a little bit too late. And now Vivid Obsidian is gonna be up by a lot of points at this rate. It's still 29 seconds left, and they're going to be ready to take a approach here after the first pick coming through. Irrational going to take that first pick, and Vizsla and Lazarn and Wingman also all getting their kills respectively. And Logic going to find 1 before he's taken down once again. And it seems like the teamwork isn't quite there for Zero Ground. It seems like everyone's pushing in 1 by 1, which we all know that it is a fatal mistake. You have to push in together as a team to take it all together because everyone has to aim at one person, and that's going to be the point for them. And HopCX finding 2 at the end there, and with 3 seconds left, the first round is over. And Vivid Obsidian standing at a comfortable 1,200-point lead.
Yeah, that was the Vivid Obsidian of old. That was the Vivid Obsidian we didn't see on the previous map here, and this is look. We spoke about how the momentum was firmly in Zero Ground's favor there. Vivid Obsidian just put up a great wall and stopped it firmly in its tracks. That is a dominating first round victory here on Lumber. But Zero Ground, we know what they're capable of. They do bleed to Vivid Obsidian, and Zero Ground, they can definitely do it, but this is do or die territory here for them now. Vizsla takes down Irrational, as does Wingman getting the frag onto Logic, but 2 kills going to 0 ground, but Vizsla again dominating this server here at the moment. We'll see Vivid Obsidian in control of the point. They've only got 2 players on the point, though, as Logic finds 3 frags on entry, and Irrational comes through and pistol whips Lazen down with that revolver, and now 0 ground in control. They've got the verticality in their favor here, but Jabeems unable to do more than 1 because Wingman and Hop finding 3. Vivid Obsidian now in control. This is the point that we've seen go tit for tat here. Seesaw stuff, 0 ground. They've got the point advantage, but Vivid Obsidian, they're in the control of said point at the moment, but not for long. 0 ground coming through. Logic again with this sniper, just finding his footing here. Knows that he has to play for picks and then let everybody else do the dirty work. You can see him just taking down Lazen and Wingman. Do they dare peek again? No, they do not. 0 ground. Boast a comfortable lead, but Vivid Obsidian already set up on the next point.
And it seems like Vivid Obsidian is already going to be on the point. Irrational only finding 1 onto Wingman, and the point is still under Vivid Obsidian's possession. And now they all they have to do is just bait a response coming through. Jameem's gonna be the first one in, and Irrational staying a little bit behind with Logic, but Jake actually coming to the rescue or finding 1. It's all up to Logic. Can he hit the shot of his life? He's missing 1. He has to hit this onto Vizsla before they come through, and they do make it just on time for Vizsla to stay alive and give them some breathing space. But Vizsla, once again, still stuck in a very poor situation here, as Nate actually coming through, getting the kill onto Vizsla once again. HopCX finding 2, Irrational getting the kill onto HopCX, and Lazern gonna have the last hit onto the point here with 12 seconds left. And despite all that action coming through, actually, they're still ahead by just a little bit here. Still very doable for 0 ground to push through and get the kills here. But 2 seconds left, Vizsla gonna be taken down, and Nate gonna touch the point for a little bit, but realizing that he has to push with his team onto this next point here.
Bit of a low yield point, that one, and 0 ground. They'll be thankful for that. That could have been a lot worse for them, but Vivid Obsidian looking to make sure that it's just as bad as it can be for 0 ground. They're already taking control of this next point. Logic at range again takes down Vizsla off the side of the point. Jameems goes in, but unable to convert. Logic at range still finds the frags. In goes Nate Jake, and that is all 0 ground need to take control. Irrational with the rev takes down Vizsla, and they've only got 2 players on the point now. Logic is there. You can see him just trying to find the picks. Irrational's off to the side. Nate Jake finds 2. He will get taken down. Logic, though, falls on the point. Jameems with the LMG shreds down Vizsla, and 0 ground. They need to get bodies on the point here. This is the problem with this point. You need to hold it at a firm line, or otherwise you're going to be very exposed. And now you can see as soon as 0 ground walk out, they walk straight into the eye line of Vivid Obsidian coming across on the point. Their Logic will actually tag up Widmang, but that LMG class very, very strong here. Vivid Obsidian, even though they do end that point in control, 0 ground in control of the next one already. Dojin, this is it.
This is it, indeed. It all comes down to this here, and 0 ground have to make this work under their name. And it seems like they are stacking through here, and Logic actually going to be the first one taken out. Irrational finding 1 onto Vizsla, and it's all up to Irrational once again, but he can't find anything, and Vivid Obsidian has swarmed all the way onto the site here. 0 ground still have a chance here. They have to push in all together here, but Jameems did choke the speed that he needed here. And Vizsla also playing a little rat angle as well. It's a 1v1 situation for Jameems and Lazern here. Lazern desperately trying to get the kill, but Lazern is going to be taken down once again. And Irrational, Nate, Jake, and Logic are all rotating around with 22 seconds left on the clock, and Logic is holding on off angle here. He's going to find 1. That's actually might be huge. If he finds another one, this actually might be huge, but Vizsla only finding 2. And then it is going to be Nate Jake finding 1, and then Lazarus and Wingman both getting 1 kill onto the site here with 10 seconds left. And it seems all but over for 0 ground, as Lumber has been given to Vivid Obsidian to win out the best of 3 in the semis.